All right, Xavier. TikTok was banned for 12
As
hours,
they say.
and then I don't know what happened, but I was going through a lot of emotions last night. TikTok and TikTok and CapCut,
Mm.
both owned by ByteDance, were just they stopped working in the U.S. last night. So, do you have the original message from TikTok
I do.
that we saw on our phones?
All right, let me put on my popcorn reading voice. So I go on my TikTok I took a screenshot. So
Uh-huh.
9:36. They
Uh-huh.
couldn't even wait till my midnight.
Mm.
They were operating on East Coast time. Like, come
Right.
on.
Come on.
Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. They could have left it at that. But
But
they added this. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. Why they leave us on a cliffhanger like that? Hey, please stay tuned. I read that. I was like, wait, is it coming back already? And I'm like, why they personally shout out Trump? He's not even the president right now.
right.
And then what happens like literally 2 hours later?
So
That's
12
what it felt like.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
Right. So 12 hours later, Xavier, the app returns to users in the US. TikTok did release a statement. I want to get this specifically about President Trump and his promise to save the app. Like you said, Donald Trump is an American civilian right now. He
Yes.
doesn't hold any power. He is going to be inaugurated into the presidency
On what day?
Martin Luther King Day. I didn't want to talk about it. I don't know why.
I rebuke it. I rebuke it.
In the name of Jesus.
Mm.
Let me get this statement that TikTok said. TikTok said Trump's promise to save the app allowed it to restore U.S. Servers access even before his expected executive order is signed. And in agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. We thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. The company said in a statement, "We will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States." What is your reaction to TikTok coming back 12 hours later and then shouting out President Trump on that message?
Well, here's my honest reaction. Huh? Because what are we talking about right now? First of all, why are we going to sit here and act like Trump isn't the main reason or like the most important reason why TikTok was on the verge of getting banned last year?
Thank you.
Or during his
2020.
office.
In
Yeah.
2020.
2020. And even they tried to ban this in 2020. They tried to ban it August of 2023. They tried to ban it again. And then they said, wait, there is a lot of people who started a lot of small businesses that really can't translate to another app. So let's give them an extra 270 days. The nigga said no. All of a sudden, because Trump's going to be in office, it's a yes. Why are we going to act like Trump isn't the reason all this happened in the first place? And that's why I was like, when I'm originally looking at it, and again, the exit, the goodbye forever TikTok message is, hey, Trump might hook y'all up, so stay tuned. 12 hours later, we log on to TikTok and we get another message thanking President Trump, who again is not the president yet, thanking him for TikTok coming back. And I'm like, to me, this really seems like the COVID stimulus checks all over again. And it's like,
Get into it.
he's really
Go ahead.
motivating and riling up the young voter base and the people who don't really pay attention to mainstream news. Because if you don't know that Trump is the main person that was trying to ban TikTok for being related or any type of way affiliated with China, then you think all you hear is, oh, I lost this app that I love.
And
I
Trump
lost
saved
this
it.
app that I was making all this money on, and Trump saved it. He really, maybe he is the guy we need for president. Maybe I should have voted for him, or now maybe I feel even more secure in the vote that I had for him. And it's just like there's no way
What
to
is
look.
going on?
It's really hard to look at this in any other lens than a publicity stunt. TikTok was banned for 12 hours, and all it looks like was just a publicity stunt to make Trump look like a better president or a
Are
better fit for president.
Are you surprised that people kind of snuffed this out immediately? Like, I'm not like I know what this is. Like, Trump is definitely doing this as a
I
publicity
mean,
stunt.
like, yes, because it's like I feel like the government thinks we're so stupid, and it's like we're constantly just like, no, the government is playing in our face. We know you're doing this because you're just trying to make yourself look good in the long run and cover up what you were doing back then to improve your voter base. And it's like the government thinks we're stupid, but we as a people, we know we're not dumb. But at the same time, it's like, what's the point of knowing you're not dumb if you're not gonna put the energy into actually
Not gonna
changing
fight.
anything?
Yeah.
So it's like maybe they don't even necessarily think we're stupid. They're just like, I mean, all we gotta say is the truth. It's not
And
like
they're
they're
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
anything.
anything.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna do anything because again, I'm gonna say this. It might not even drop on Martin Luther King's Day, but there is no reason in hell that we're gonna have this white racist Donald Trump be inaugurated on Martin Luther King's Day, and we are not in these streets protesting. If this was Obama being inaugurated on whoever white people love day, they would be in the streets.
Whoever white people.
Whoever white people love day, they'd be in these streets, torches lit. And here we are sitting back acknowledging that they're playing in our face, can pinpoint exactly where they're fucking with us, but we're not even doing anything. So yeah, it's like, what's the point of you even trying to orchestrate this big ass lie if you know they're not gonna do anything regardless?
Mhm.
And I feel like that's really just the point that we are as a people. And it's just like we need to be more active. We don't need to just be sitting on the sidelines like, yeah, I recognize that we're in a fucked up position, but at the same time, like, it is what it is.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, then you really must not be in a fucked up position if you're just like okay with it.
Right.
I feel like we just need to be less okay with things. Like, it's just not okay.
Right. I definitely have the same feeling as you, Xavier, on this topic. The TikTok ban and it being this, the Biden administration did say something. This is a quote unquote publicity stunt from TikTok. This is what the Biden administration said about them pulling the plug last night. And although I had different feelings, I'm with a lot of creators that use CapCut and use TikTok to promote the things that we talk
Right.
about here on this podcast and this platform. Like, these are very, very important and intricate things in the making of social media and things of that nature. But when you start talking about Trump, who's not even in office yet, who's an active civilian
Yep.
right now, currently, and you have him in two different messages, the one where you shut down and the one where you came back. I now have eyebrows raised on the validity, and we talked about this before. Is the app already in the works of being sold? Is paperwork already signed and they just can't talk about it yet? These are questions that are being raised, which means I'm going to TikTok now and I'm looking at my algorithm and I'm saying, is it the same?
Right.
Do I have that same energy? Do I have the same foundational things that I had at TikTok in the beginning of it? Them partnering with President Trump, and I don't know if it's partnering. I know they want to work this deal out, and I know he is the incoming president. But for them to pull the plug like they did when there was no need to pull the plug how they did is something that raises my eyebrows, raises yours, and the American people are kind of looking at it. I've seen what they've been saying on social media, and we're not going for the okey doke about Donald Trump.
Right. It seems super sus.
Yes.
Super
Yes.
sus. And it's just like
We're not going for that.
you knew you was gonna get your shit reinstated. What was the point of even banning it for that 12 hours? And like, it is a real ban for some people.
Mhm.
What I've been hearing and seeing is that if you deleted the TikTok
You
app,
can't
you can't
re-download it.
re-download that shit.
Yes.
So for those people, it is a real ban. But me, I kept it on my phone in hopeful wishes. Wishes were answered, but I didn't know my wish was answered by Satan.
Right. And that's the main consensus of this video. Although we love this app and we appreciate it, we're looking at it with a fine line now.
Dude,
Like, what is going on?
It don't feel the same no more.
That's the only thing.
Like when I read that message, that welcome back message, like thanks to Trump, I'm like, ugh. Thanks to Trump. I'm like, this shit sound compromised already. Because why are they name dropping him like that?
Right.
And I'm going through, I'm looking at videos and I'm hearing people say that it seems like maybe the app has already been sold. And that's what those messages really feel like. It feels like before the actual ban occurred, TikTok was already sold to an American company that probably has close ties to Trump. And I haven't personally seen it, but I've seen a lot of creators talk about how now they're starting to see more Facebook related ads on TikTok. I haven't seen that yet, but just the verbiage that they're using sounds like some reptilian Mark Zuckerberg type shit. So I wouldn't put it past that, but at the same time, I don't want to put. We're not a conspiracy channel. I do like conspiracies. It's always fun. Maybe we can have a conspiracy corner. Let us know down in the comments if you'd like to see that. But we're not a conspiracy channel. So I don't want to put out anything that either I'm not 100% sure with or have seen like an article on. But if you have seen more Facebook ads on TikTok at this point, it really does seem like this app was sold to maybe Meta.
Right. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
Not
Trump
the reptiles.
will be inaugurated
You got to say the day.
on Martin Luther King Day, and we'll see what happens with the TikTok ban. Of course, he's gonna probably sign an executive order when he is sworn into office. So let's see what the future of TikTok will be.